Hello friends, today we are going to discuss about Kerala SET examination previous year question of 2011. The first question is Dex effect is an example of network externality in which a consumer wishes to own an exclusive or unique good. Options are bandwagon effect, snow effect, Veblen effect, none of the above. बैंडवागन इफेक्ट क्या होता है, स्नो इफेक्ट क्या होता है, वेवलेन इफेक्ट क्या होता है, पहले देखते हैं. Bandwagon effect refers to an increase in demand for a good due to others consuming the same good. If other people are consuming the good, then I will demand more. For example, the demand for mobile phone. I will demand for mobile phone to make calls if my friends or my relatives are having it. That means if people are demanding the good, then I will demand it more. It has some positive consumption externality or positive network externality. Similarly, snow effect, it has some negative consumption externality because snow effect is related to the demand for unique good or exclusive product. If more people are having the good, then it has no more uniqueness. I will not demand that good if it is used by so many people, so it has some negative consumption externality. Then there is Veblen effect. Veblen effect shows an exemption or limitation to the law of demand because this is related to the demand for luxurious good and it is the demand by a rich person to show their status. Here the demand curve slopes upward from left to right. On the x-axis I am taking quantity demand for Veblen good, on the y-axis I am taking price, and the demand curve is like this. When price increases, quantity demand also increases. Okay, so this is the demand curve and it is upper sloping demand curve. And the correct answer here will be the snow effect, that is the demand for unique good or exclusive good. Then we have the second question. The implication of asymmetric information about product quality was first answered by the options are Kenneth Lane, Michael Spence, George Akerlof, Harvey Liebenstein. Then the correct answer is George Akerlof. George Akerlof. Okay. The concept of asymmetric information was given by George Akerlof in the year 1970s when he introduced the idea of lemon market. The next question is that the indifference curve. The next question is that the difference between positive economics and normative economics is. Options are positive economics describe the positive effect of economic decision, while normative economics describe about both positive and normative effect of economic decision. Positive economics describe the fact of an economy, while normative economics is prescribing the solution. Then positive economics describe demand and supply theories of individual markets and firms, while normative economics describe the total world economy as a whole. The next option, normative economics describe demand and supply theories of individual markets and firm, while positive economics describe the world market. The correct answer is option B, that positive economics describe the facts of an economy, while normative economics prescribe solution. Okay, क्योंकि positive economics means it deals with the existing fact and current situation. It deals with the idealistic situation, or it deals with the question what is going on. It is descriptive in nature and it describes the current situation. Normative economics means the economics which deals with the question what should be or what ought to be. It reflects the ideal situation in an economy which give more welfare to the society. It is prescriptive in nature. It prescribes the idealistic situation. The next question is that which of the following has the lowest elasticity of supply? Luxury item, necessity item, perishable good, or none of the above? The correct answer is perishable good. Option C. Option C is the correct answer. Perishable good क्या होता है? Perishable goods एग्जाम्पल इसका है मिल्क, fish, meat, etc. Perishable goods has the lowest elasticity of demand. Perishable goods are normally found in the market time period, and these are normally food items, those likely to spoil or decay within 1 or 2 days if it is not used. They are related to the market time. मार्केट टाइम मतलब क्या होता है? इट इज वेरी शॉर्ट टाइम पीरियड, हियर सप्लाई इज फिक्स्ड एंड दो प्राइस राइजेस और फॉल्स, सप्लाई डज नॉट चेंज. We can show this with the help of a diagram. On the x-axis I am taking quantity supply, on the y-axis I am taking price. Price may be P1, the quantity supply is OQ. Price may be P2, the quantity supply is fixed on OQ. Price may be P3, the quantity supply is again OQ. So the supply curve is vertical straight line. The supply curve is vertical straight line. QS is the supply curve. This is just like this. This is the supply curve. Okay. The next question is, for complementary goods, the cross elasticity of demand will be 0, infinity, positive but less than infinity, negative. The correct answer is negative. For complementary good, the cross elasticity of demand is negative. The examples of complementary goods are bike and petrol. When price of petrol increases, quantity demand for bike decreases. One variable is in upward direction and another variable is changing in downward direction. That means there is a negative relationship between these two variables. So for complementary good, the cross elasticity of demand will be negative. The next question number 6. Market period refers to the period in which the producer of good cannot change the quantity produced in response to a change in price. This is the correct answer. मार्केट पीरियड में क्या होता है? हमारे पास बहुत ही कम टाइम होता है. ऑल द फैक्टर आर फिक्स्ड फैक्टर. वी कैन नॉट चेंज द amount of the factor. There is no variable factor, we have only fixed factor. That's why we cannot change the supply with change in price. Okay. Question number 7. The difference between total utility derived from the consumption of a certain amount of a given good and the amount of money actually paid for it is called as marginal utility, average utility, producer surplus, consumer surplus. Here the correct answer is consumer surplus. Consumer surplus is equal to maximum willingness to pay for a product minus market price or actual price. Here maximum willingness to pay means the total utility. The total utility derived from the good defines the maximum willingness to pay, and this minus actual money paid. Actual money paid means the market price. Okay, and this is equal to consumer surplus. The correct answer is consumer surplus, option number D. The next question, if the price of good X exceeds the price of good Y in consumer equilibrium, it may be true that the demand for both X and Y has begun to decline. The marginal utility of X exceeds the marginal utility of Y. The marginal utility of X equals the marginal utility of Y. The marginal utility of Y exceeds the marginal utility of X. Here we have the question that Px is greater than Py. This implies we have marginal utility of X greater than marginal utility of Y, because our price is set according to the marginal utility, and that's why price of X is greater than price of Y. So marginal utility of X is greater than marginal utility of Y, and also we have in the equilibrium mu X divided by Px is equal to mu Y by Py. Here Suppose marginal utility of x is 20 and marginal utility of y is equal to 10. Price of x is equal to 10 and price of y is equal to 5. Okay. And now we can see that we have 20 by 10 is equal to 2 and this is equal to 10 by 5 is equal to also 2. So mux by px is equal to muy by py, that is 2 is equal to 2. The next question is that average product is defined as total cost divided by total unit of input, total output divided by total unit of input, total cost divided by total output divided by total cost of input. So the correct answer is that average product is equal to total product divided by total unit of input, total product by the variable factor, that is input. The next question, isoquant for two input which used in fixed proportion. Options are convex to the origin, L-shaped, straight line with negative slope, concave to the origin. The correct answer is L-shaped and this is called as fixed proportion isoquant or Leontief input output isoquant. The shape of isoquant is L-shaped, just like this. The next question is that a firm will break even when total revenue is equal to total cost, marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost, average revenue is equal to average cost, प्राइस इज इक्वल टू मार्जिनल कॉस्ट. ब्रेक इवन का मतलब क्या होता है? नो प्रॉफिट नो लॉस, नो प्रॉफिट नो लॉस. Here we have two answer, option A and option C, that is total revenue is equal to total cost, average revenue is equal to average cost. Both the answer are true. The next question is that which of the following curves resembles supply curve under perfect competition in the short run? In the short run, the supply curve of perfectly competitive firm is the upward sloping portion of the short run marginal cost curve starting from the minimum point of average variable cost. So the correct answer is option number B, that is marginal cost curve above the sorting down point. We can show this with the help of this diagram. On the x-axis I am taking quantity, on the y-axis I am taking price, average variable cost, average cost. This is our average cost curve. This is the average variable cost curve, ABC, and this is our SMC curve. So this is the point of shutdown. This point is called as shutdown point, and above this point the marginal cost curve is called as supply curve of the firm. This area is the supply curve of the firm. Okay.